Good morning. If you want to feel better, do better. There's all sort of potential for misunderstanding what I'm saying, but let me just talk for a minute about this idea that what we will experience in life and how we feel in life has a lot to do with what we do in life. Paul made some interesting statements in Philippians. Of course, the big one that we've been looking at is how to be content, the secret of being content in any and every situation. In Philippians chapter 2 and verse 12, he says, "Therefore, my dear friends, as you have always obeyed, not only in my presence, but now much more in my absence, continue to work out your salvation with fear and trembling." You have always obeyed. Notice that word obeyed. Then he says, work out your salvation. I'm not suggesting that we're going to earn salvation. That's not what Paul is saying. He makes that very clear in the next chapter. But he is saying that we have a role to play in living out what God is giving to us. Verse 13, interestingly, sort of gives the other side of the coin. For it is God who works in you to will and to act in order to fulfill his good purpose. God is working in us, but we also have a role to play in that. There may be a better, more expanded version of that when Paul writes the letter to the Galatian church. He talks there several times about things like being led by the Spirit and walking or living by the Spirit and then keeping in step with the Spirit. All of that are things that he says that we need to do. But then he also says in that same place that the fruit of God's Spirit in our lives is love and joy and peace. So it's like the partnership between God and a farmer. Who makes the crop grow? Well, God makes the process work, but the farmer does need to participate and plant the seed. Paul says in that same context in Galatians that we reap what we sow. You pick what you plant. You can't sow wild oats and expect to harvest wheat. You can't plant bad things and expect to have good consequences. And those things that we experience in our life impact how we feel about life. If you want to live a life of joy and peace, then live by the Spirit, be led by the Spirit, work out your salvation according to God's guidelines. And if we plant those good seeds, we will reap good things in our life, including love, and joy, and peace. I like the saying, I think this is a Jerry Barber saying. It sounds like him anyway, so Jerry, let me know if this is yours or not. If we always do what we've always done, we will always get what we always got. If you experience chaos, confusion, frustration, anger, difficulty, negative things in life, ask yourself, what are you planting? If you want something different out of life, put something different in. Jesus came that we might have life and have it abundantly. If we'll follow his instructions, if we'll do right, we get to feel right.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.